Hi, so today we're going to do a quick video on percentage change, sometimes called percentage difference. So percentage change or percentage difference is by what percent something has increased or decreased. So it is, instead of saying how much has something increased or decreased, we're going to say by what percent something has increased or decreased. So let's look at an example. We are going to say that you buy a laptop and you buy the laptop for £800. But time goes on and things go out of date. So you decide to sell your laptop and put the money towards another one, but you're never going to get as much for it. So you sell your laptop for £550. Now, percentage difference or percentage change is about the amount of money that you have, in this case, the amount of money or the percentage of money that you've actually lost. So what we are looking at, the percentage change in this case, is percentage loss. So what percentage of money have we lost? So what we do when we do percentage change is we do the difference between the two numbers divided by the original and then times that by 100 to turn it into a percentage. So to try and explain what we've done is we have lost 800 minus 550. We bought it for 800, we've sold it for 550. So what we have lost is £250. That's the difference between the two numbers. If I divide that by where I started at £800. So I do 250, the difference between the two numbers, divide by the original, where I started, multiplied by 100. So I have got £250 out of my £800 left. And times it by 100 gives me the percentage. So if I do that, I will end up with 31.25%. So my loss is 31.25% loss. Let's look at another one. This time we're going to make a percentage profit. So you buy a house and you buy the house for £250,000. You sell the house a couple of years later for £325,000. So what we want to know is what percentage profit that we've made. Again, we do the difference divided by the original times 100. So the difference, or the amount of money I've made, my profit, if you like, is £75,000, which is 320 minus 250. Out of my original purchase price of 250,000. So that's what I started with. That was my original. So the difference between the two numbers, I've made 75,000 out of my original purchase of 250,000. So I do top number divided by bottom number times by 100 will give me 30. So I have made 30% profit on my original investment, if you like. Let's look at another percentage change, percentage increase. So what we're going to look at this time is that you're being told that at a concert, so we're at a concert and the organisers are looking at the ticket sales. And we know that last year they sold 2,450 tickets. This year they have sold 3,250 tickets. And what they want to know is what is the percentage increase in ticket sales. So again, difference divided by the original times 100. So it's an increase. So we started with this. This is our original price, the last year's price. So the difference between the two is 3,250 minus 2,450. So it's always big number take away small number. And that will give me 800. So the difference between the two prices is 800. Divided by the original, where I started. Well, I started last year at 2,450. So I have sold 800 more out of my original 2,450. So we do top number divided by bottom number times by 100, and that will give me, to two decimal places, 32.65. So I have increased ticket sales by 32.65%. Let's try another one. So we'll be at a school, a secondary school, and last year we had 214 students passed their GCSE maths with a to C or a grade 4 or above. This year we've had 270 students pass, and the head has said that she wants a 25% increase in the passes of students. Did we achieve that? So last year 214, this year 270. Is that greater than the 25% increase being asked by the head? Right, so we need to do the difference divided by the original times by 100. So let's have a little look. So the difference between 270 and 214, when we say difference, we always mean take away. So is 56. So it is 56 out of our original, well, we started here, out of 214, and then we times it by 100. And this would always, these kind of figures would always be calculators. And rounding it up to two decimal places, we would get 26.17%. So 26.17%, yes, the head is happy because we increased it by more than 25%. So this time we're going to look at the price of petrol. So the price of petrol a couple of years ago was £1.55 per litre. At the moment, if you go to the supermarkets, I think you can get petrol for about £1.33 per litre. What we want to know is what the percentage difference in prices. So how much has it gone down as a percentage? So again, we look at our difference divided by the original, and then we multiply it by 100. Now, this is slightly different because in this instance, we've actually got decimals, but the system is exactly the same. So use a calculator, stop the video, have a little go, and come back when you think you've got an answer, and we'll go through it together. Okay, hopefully you've come up with an answer and restarted the video. So let's have a look. The difference between these two prices is 22 pence. So 0.22, no pounds, 22 pence. Out of our original, which was £1.55. So it's dropped by 22 pence out of the £1.55. times it by 100 to turn it into a percentage, and to 2 decimal places you should get 14.19%. So the price of petrol has come down by 14.19%. Well done if you got that right. So the last one that we're going to look at today is the percentage change in minimum wage. So in 2022, the minimum wage for adults, which was 23 and above then, was £9.50. By the end of 2024, the average wage was £11.44 for adults. So what we want to know is, what is the percentage increase in wages for people that were on the minimum wage in those 2 years? So we need to find the difference divided by the original and times by 100. So have a go, stop the video, see if you can work out the difference, percentage difference, or in this case, the percentage increase, and then come back and we'll go through it together. So welcome back, and let's have a look at what we should have done. So the difference between the two, so it's increased in this case from £9.50 to £11.44. So the difference between those, £11.44 take away £9.50, gives us £1.94. So that is our difference in terms of monetary value. Out of where we started, £9.50, remember this line means out of or divided by, and then times by 100, and to 2 decimal places, I've got an increase of 20.42%. So the minimum wage has increased by 20.24%. Well done if you got that correct. Just a little memory aid here. When I talk about percentage change, it is the difference divided by the original times 100. And if you look at it like this, we can talk about Bart Simpson, who says that everything is dough. So to remember percentage change, remember Bart Simpson and everything is dough. Have a look at more videos if you want more help. Thank you for joining me today. Bye-bye.